I was going through Instagram some days back, and I saw a random post by an Instagram influencer saying that what decision will you make better if you're given the opportunity to go back into your yesteryears? And 80% of those that responded on that post said they regretted getting married, and they would make that decision better if they're given the opportunity to get married. And this comment really got me thinking. I'm like, is there something wrong with marriage? Why would someone say that their major regret is getting married? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Christina Kelvin. If you're seeing me for the first time, I say thank you so very much for stopping by, and please do well to subscribe and press the bell beside it. And for my family members, I say welcome back and thank you for always supporting. Thank you so very much for coming back. So today I'll be talking on why people regret getting married based on the post I saw on Instagram. I know marriage is not wrong in itself. Actually, marriage is never wrong in itself because the institutor of marriage is God, and of course we all know that God can never be wrong. So I know marriage is not wrong in itself, but marriage can be wrong if those that are involved in it are not handling it the right way. Because I want us to know, and I want us to clear this out, that marriage is whatever you put into it. Marriage from the beginning is empty. So it's whatever you put into marriage that is going to produce for you. If you put in love, it's going to give you love back. If you put in hate, it will produce hate. So whatever you put into marriage is what you will get back. So thinking deeply on why this regret, and actually going through this comment, I might actually be posting some of these comments on the screen for us to see. I've come to realize that people made some major mistakes while they were actually making this marriage decision. The first thing they did was that they blinded their eyes to pointers, pointing to them what the man will eventually look like in marriage. All right. So the second thing is that they had so much expectations for their marriage even before the marriage began. So the marriage has already crashed even before it started at all. Then the third thing is that they actually got married for the wrong reason. So okay, now let us break down these three reasons. And the first thing is getting married even with all the pointers involved. You see, you can't just wake up one morning and say, I'm getting married and I'm getting married. Scripturally, and even the society has given a space for us to actually get to know each other before we say, I want to get married. But most of the time, people actually engage this phase wrongly. I mean, the courting phase. It is being done wrongly because you will hear ladies, actually, I'm not here to actually address the married. I actually want to address the single ladies out there, right? So that you make better decision and not fall a victim of regrets for making your marriage decision. Is that taken? Okay, so the society has given to us the space called dating before marriage. There is always a knowing phase. You can't just wake up one morning and say, I'm getting married and I'm getting married. No. There's a knowing phase for you to get to know the person you want to get married to. And most of the mistakes we made during this phase is that we focus on the less important things. Those things that you're supposed to focus on, you will tend to say you are in love and you just let them slide. There are pointers in relationship, there are pointers during courtship that is actually telling you that you should be more careful and more watchful of these things. The truth of this whole thing is attitudes, behaviors that you know that you can't cope with. Don't condole it even while you are courting, all in the name of love. Do not fall in love blindly. When you are in love, open your eyes wide to watch attitudes. A guy that has been assaulting you or probably talk to you anyhow during little arguments will never stop doing so while you get married. A guy that probably little arguments here and there has raised his hand to eat you will not stop when you get married. A guy that a guy that you've caught several times with different girls telling you that don't worry, you are the only one I love you more than the rest, will not stop this attitude when you get married. So watch, don't fall in love blindly. I'm not saying you should not fall in love, but fall in love with your eyes wide open, looking at those attitudes that you know that on the long run you will not tolerate. So watch out for those pointers. A guy that, see, there is no attitude in any man, be it in anybody, be it male or woman, be it male or female, that starts overnight. Someone that doesn't care about some things will not wake up one morning and start caring about it. I remember while I was courting, my own husband is the I don't care type. Little does he even care about all these going out and stuff. And you know, I never expected more. When I'm married, I always say, babe, you have to take me out, we have to do this thing, we have to eat out. But I already know that this guy is not the romantic mushy type that will say it's my wife's birthday. Let me shock you. On my birthday, one of my birthdays, my husband took me to the mechanic workshop. Yes, that is the kind of person he is. So someone that has been like that, those are the things you actually look for when you are dating. Attitude, the way the person reacts to things, the way the person reacts to you, the way the person talks to you in public, you know, and do issues when probably you and your friends have a little misunderstanding, how the person comes to settle things and all. Those are the things to look out for. Courtship days is not a day whereby you just hang out, eat chicken and chips, eat ice cream. No, it's a phase whereby you study yourself, you understudy yourself, and do not say I'm going to change him. By the time we get married, it's going to change. See, that is a lie from the pit of hell. Alright? Don't say when we get married, it's going to change. Those things will rather be more pronounced when you are married. Those things will, those attitudes will rather show more when you are married than when you are married. So that being said, another reason why people have regrets for marriage is because of so much expectation for marriage. We need to clear this out. Marriage in itself is empty from the beginning. So it's whatever you put into it that it will produce. So come on, can you just reduce? I'm not saying we should not have expectation, but all this expectation of, oh my God, I'm going to get married to a man that in the morning like this, he will wake me up with breakfast in bed. And breakfast in bed did not happen. You are now frustrated. You fall into depression. You build fantasy based on what you see in Nollywood, based on what you see in Indian movie. My dear, wake up. Alright? Marriage itself will produce whatever you give into it. So if you have love and you give love into it, marriage will give you back love. If you have money and you put your money into it, it will produce you money. So marriage, don't have so much expectations. See, number one key to living a happy married life is having no expectation, or let me say minimal expectation. Okay, because if you have expectation, the guy also have expectation, and if you have expectation, the guy have expectation, you two come together, expectation are not being met, then problem will begin to happen. So please just reduce the expectation, both for the guy and for the, because I'm so sure that it's not just women that are into this marriage you get, men are also into it. So have little or no expectation for marriage. Just know that it's going to produce whatever you get into it. Then another reason why marriage fails is because people get married for the wrong reasons. You get married because of peer pressure. All my mates are married, I want to get married too. Never do that. You get married because this guy has money, oh my god, this guy is hefty, money day in hand. Never do that. Never get married because of money. Then you also get married because probably you get involved in fornication, and a baby is involved, pregnancy. Never do that. Never get dead because you pity the guy, or probably you've been dating for so long and you feel like, what will people say, this guy has invested so much into me, because of self-pity. Never get married for these reasons. And as a lady, never get married because you feel lonely. Marriage will never solve your loneliness problem. Fix yourself, fix your loneliness issue, then you can now think of marriage. All right, I feel like with these few things I've said, and if they are well implemented, these are actually from my own perspective, and I so much believe that there won't be marriage regret. I mean, if you marry for the right reason, if you do not have so much expectation to get into marriage, and also if you look for pointers in the guy before you get married, things that you know that on a norm you will not condone. If you look at these three things before you get married, I want to believe that marriage will never be a thing to regret, because God did not institute marriage for us to regret it. All right, so if you know you've learned one or two things from this video, please do well to give it a thumbs up and share with family and friends. Till I come your way next time, keep doing you. Bye.